Quick disclaimer, all the music in my previous videos has been played and produced by myself. For the first time in almost 2 years, I've decided to use the music that inspires those very sounds I create. So I guess that's out of the way now, I can start this video by introducing myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Finn Whitaker, and I've spent most of my life traveling our very earth. First, it was in an RV. Then my parents spontaneously bought a boat, and we circumnavigated the world for 8 years. Now, I live out of a van I bought 4 months ago the moment I turned 18 and got my driver's license. My life has fortunately been filled with an incredible amount of beautiful people and spontaneity. I just can't seem to stop moving. So you sort of understand at this point I'm just a young man traveling around. I'm making friends! My current endeavor is van life. I had always dreamt of living on the road during our sailing journey. The whole idea got planted in my mind when I stumbled across this young group of neat fellas posting about their van adventures on Instagram. I had felt such a great yearning to live this way. Woo! Now, after 3 months of living in old Betty White, I think I have a greater understanding of why those fellas live the way they do. And you know what? There haven't really been too many dull moments in all those months, besides maybe pooping in the woods, missing my family, or my van struggling to stay alive. I say this humbly, but my life never seems to stop being one crazy adventure. For example, I just randomly left my van and went to Switzerland for 2 weeks. Like, what the freak? The first week of my time in Switzerland was spent with CreatorCamp, a super neat company created by Simon Kim and some of his friends to push the envelope for creativity in creators. They had 80 talented creatives in one space for a week, and it was friggin' awesome. I got to meet so many of my inspirations and learn from them. On top of that, I met, laughed, and related to so many other incredibly talented creators on that trip. I just want to give a huge thank you to Simon Kim and everybody else involved in making that Creator Camp happen. Thanks for inviting me, Simon. It was so fun.
I love you. Goodbye, my friend. I love you.
I was fortunate enough to stay another week with an old friend, Ivan Hamill. Bro. So this is my friend Ivan, and I haven't seen him in 3 years, and now I'm seeing him. Putting photos of the last time we saw each other. It's been a long time.
Right here.
Please don't leave me.
Dude whipped it out.
I love you.
Him and I hadn't seen one another in 3 years. We used to sail together, but due to differences in our sailing routes, we parted ways. We wanted to see each other, reconnect, so we put in the effort and made it happen.
Switzerland, ja! Ja, Switzerland, gut, ja! Ja! Sehr gut, mein Freund!
I'm finally back in my van, as you can see, and the cold is approaching, so I'm headed south to beat it. I feel like I've been talking forever. It's enough yapping from me. I just hope my words have motivated you to go outside and see the world, because it can be beautiful, and so can the people you experience it with. They can be beautiful too. Awesome sauce. So I am currently headed south to Utah, Salt Lake City to be exact, because unfortunately, one of my friends, my good friends, Luke Bosworth, decided he wanted to get into a bit of an accident. So I'm gonna go to the hospital where he's at now and see him. I've got about a 3.5 hour drive. I hope Luke's okay. Dude, what are you doing? What are you?
I had a little crush on my mountain bike, hit some dirt jumps in Salt Lake here, and I have a couple of big injuries. Nothing too big though. Don't do surgery.
He's going through it. It's no good.
Always helping me.
Emily's helping. So while I was in Wyoming, Luke and Emily came down to Salt Lake City, Utah here, and they decided they want to go mountain biking and stuff. Casual mountain bike session. Luke does a front flip basically over his handlebars and breaks a couple bones. It's like 8 weeks of recovery, but his truck life days are coming to an end for this. They're abrupt ending this
They're
season.
already gonna end soon, but now they're really ended.
Pray for Luke. He's in lots of pain. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I lost my van life buddy.
Yep.
I lost my van life friend. Get better.
Bye.
Bye, Luke.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear words they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. People stopping still. I can't see their faces, only the shadows of their eyes.
Well, I have made it to the desert, as you can see behind me. The sun is setting. I didn't really think I was gonna come to Utah, but now I'm here in the freaking desert, dude, and it's freaking sick with the van. Okay, so what are my plans, and why am I in the desert now, which is crazy. So my route right now, I'm headed down south, like I said, to beat the cold. Although I've come too far south and now it's just getting too hot. I'm gonna be honest, it was really hot today. But I am kind of booking it down to Lake Powell because I'm going on a packrafting trip with some acquaintances of mine. I'll be floating on a river for like 4 days with this pack raft I bought. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'm also, big picture time, I'm headed to Oklahoma for Thanksgiving. So I am slowly making my way down there over the next month or so because I have family in Oklahoma. That's why I'm headed down there. I'm originally from Texas, if you didn't know. Oklahoma and Texas are very close to each other, so that's where I'll be spending my Thanksgiving at because I have a lot of family in Oklahoma. So I'm not particularly sure exactly where I'm gonna go from now. Utah, maybe Colorado. Don't know yet though. Don't really know if Colorado in November is gonna be super fun, but we'll see. I'm eating carrots. This is basically a van life dinner. Carrots with some ranch dressing that I got from Smith's. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Fado! This is Fado. This is not my dog. This is Rachel's dog. Anyways. I'm going pack rafting. Basically, pack rafting is a little inflatable boat and paddle with all your stuff for multiple days and you explore. Rachel invited me to go pack rafting, so now I'm in southern Utah. This big old pack. So what am I bringing on this little pack raft trip that I'm doing? What do I need for 4 days to live in a canyon that's engulfed by water? Well, I guess we can start by undoing the pack. I'm bringing my pack raft, obviously. I've got my sleeping pad. If we open the bag, I've got my clothes, my sleeping bag, my food, I got some snacks, I got my tent. I've got like oars and a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff, nothing crazy. And then I got my camera gear. And this is how I will be drinking water on the float. Got this Sawyer filter that I've had for quite a while and a smart water bottle. This has been my favorite water filtration setup for all of the backpacking that I've done. It works great. So that is what I'm bringing. Going with Rachel and Bree. So we'll see how it goes. Who are you? What are you doing, Bree?
My name is Rachel, and I live in a truck camper with my dog Fado. He's the love of my life, and unfortunately, I'm going packrafting with him for 4 days.
You invited me. I thought this was
Did
mutual.
I don't think that I did.
So
I'm
that's
just
what's
kidding. I did
happening.
invite him.
Anyways, yeah, that's Rachel Harris. So I hopped in Rachel's car in her truck because this road is like 50 miles of just washboard, and supposedly then there's like a 4x4 section, and my vehicle is not 4x4. So yeah, plus save money on gas.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
We're finally here!
with a Mexican girl.
After driving like 3.5 hours on this washboard of a road, it's just been so brutal and hectic. We made it to the trailhead and where we're gonna get in the water.
Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind.
Well, made it to the bottom after a good 2 hours of hiking through that canyon. Just the weight and everything made it a bit slow for the ladies, but we got here and I am just so ready to get on the water right now. Oh my god. This is my packraft. I'm gonna inflate it now.
The cattle are prowling, the coyotes are howling.
So I'm putting my backpack right now onto the front of my raft. We've been taking our sweet time getting onto the water, but you know, everyone moves at different paces, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't say who. That is there, and I got a rain cover, so any splashes should keep it dry. Noting that I do have everything in dry bags inside, so good to go. All right, let's see if I can't get into this John. Oh boy. Okay, I am in the raft now. You can see, pretty solid setup. Very buoyant, very good. There's Bree. So stoked to be out here. Still waiting on Rachel though. She's getting it going. Come on. Unfortunately, our friend Rachel has a hole in her pack raft. So she's gotta go get some patches from the car, which means she has to hike back up. So it's currently 5 o'clock. I don't know if we'll get out here until the sun is setting, but you know what? At least we're on the water, but we'll have all day tomorrow to explore and whatnot, I suppose. It's unfortunate, but that is being in the backcountry. Not everything goes to plan, So we finally made it onto the water. Rachel got her pack raft patched, and the sun has unfortunately already gone down. Today it took a bit longer than we wanted to, but tomorrow we're gonna have an early start. We're gonna be exploring all these canyons, hopefully jumping off some rocks. We'll see. I don't really know, but it's pretty neat. We're gonna be camping out on this little island just across from where we started tonight, so. I am in my tent, very tired, with a full belly at that. We made dinner, but we set up camp and it is bedtime now. This is pretty freaking sick. I've never done something like this, so thank you, Rachel, for inviting me. Good night. So we are at our second camp and our final camp of this little backpack trip. It got cut short a day just because we were all, you know, we're happy with what we've seen, and we also didn't bring enough snacks. That's pretty important to keep your energy up during the day. So kind of unprepared, but it's been super fun. This is my sleeping setup for tonight. Should be pretty chill. Cowboy camping. Hopefully I don't wake up with a bunch of scorpions under my deal. Supposedly I heard when you camp in the desert, scorpions like to migrate underneath your sleeping bag, so that won't be chill, but. Okay, Fado and I are gonna play you a song now. Here we go. Isn't that just amazing? Fado, you're such a good singer. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay. Oh my God. Well, I'm back in the van. As you can see, we just did the 3.5-hour drive back to where I left my van. We finished up the pack raft. It was pretty exhausting. I'm not an incredible fan of the desert, I'm not gonna lie. Just too hot and dry and dusty out here for me. But that trip was awesome. It was really fun, you know. Super cool to see Lake Powell like that. It's my first time down here in this area anyways, so yeah, super neat. But I think I'm gonna go get Subway, and then tomorrow I'm gonna book it to Colorado. So yeah, I guess that's what's happening. I haven't really thought about it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Shout out to Rachel and Bree for going on that adventure with me. It was a lot of fun. So yeah. Is that the shot, guys? Is that the shot? If there's one thing I've learned from my many years of traveling around, and I'm sure you've heard it before, and it is a little cliche, but it's not the destination. It's the journey and those who come along for it.
Gradually, gradually, I'm surrounding the horses naked in the shed.
You got it.
Evergreen and a bean, pounding.
I got a pretzel.
Bro. His eyes are blueberries,
Look at yourself.
screens in the apple scheme, and a dry flush from books I've read. The juice of dark cherries covers chin, the dog